I got a phone call from my sister, and she calls me and says, Greg, I've met Jesus. And I was taken aback. Like, what do you mean you met Jesus? And then she said, Jesus wants to introduce himself to you. For me, that was a line that was crossed. I didn't want to meet Jesus. I wanted to continue running after women. I wanted to continue doing the things that I was doing. I didn't want to give up my life. I loved my life. And so when she said that Jesus wants to meet me, that was not good news for me. About a year goes by, and we're coming up to 4th of July weekend, and then my sister shows up. That was crazy because she lived in California, so she drove over 10 hours to come to this family holiday. And when she gets there, she says, I came because God told me to come, because I think that he wants me to pray with you and that he wants to introduce himself to you now. I kind of felt cornered. And, I actually told her yes. And I sort of did it, I think, just to get her to leave me alone, because I didn't believe that God was real. And so I thought, okay, what's 2 minutes? She'll pray for 2 minutes, nothing will happen, and then I'll move on with my life. And my sister says, okay, I'm gonna start praying. She laid hands on me and she closed her eyes and she just started praying. And I was so confused because I didn't understand anything that she was saying. And the more that I listened to her, the more that I realized she's not speaking English. She's just sort of speaking gibberish, but she's very serious about it. And then I start getting angry and I don't want to be there anymore. And I want to leave. And I kind of try to get up and go. And I can't move. I'm just sort of stuck. And so I just sit there. And my sister's praying. And then I begin to realize that it's a language I've heard before. And then I know what language it is. She's speaking Hebrew, modern Hebrew. And I was so shocked because I know my sister. I know that she's never studied Hebrew before. She can't speak this language. And I begin to kind of feel afraid. And then as I feel afraid, I begin to feel a presence in the room that I had never felt before in my life. And it was this mix of like beauty and perfection, and yet at the same time I felt fear. I felt sort of naked, sort of unclean, sort of like I shouldn't be in this presence. That's how I felt. At that moment that I'm having this experience, my sister stops praying, looks at me and says, oh, Jesus has come. It's like, what? She's like, Jesus is here. He's here in the room. And you are encountering his presence and you don't know what to do.